Hiya. Hiya.
Bust it.
Let's get him.
Yeah, man. Tomahawks is out.
Tribe up. Rise up.
We are. No, we gotta start this off right, man. Hold on, man. Hold on.
What happened? Yeah,
Yes,
start over.
we gotta start back over. All the aboriginals, they arrival. We gotta kick it off right, man. We can't have this. Turn up, man. Damn.
Ran out and attacked the rappers. Let me put the bullet on hold for a moment. Went out and attacked the rappers. He didn't know Tupac Shakur. You don't know Snoop Doggy Dogg. You don't know Biggie Smalls. You don't know Sean Puffy Combs. You don't know them butts. While you sitting on your butt, afraid to come into the community and deal with the grassroots of your people, a whole generation has come up around you. Let's talk about the rappers for a minute. Can we talk about the rappers for a moment? Let's talk about Tupac Shakur for a moment. Tupac Shakur is a child of the 60s. Tupac Shakur, born out of the spirit of the revolution of the 60s. Tupac Shakur, fire in his bones. Boldness and rebellion in his blood. Born from his beautiful, bold Black Panther mama, Afeni, sitting in the jail cell, a revolutionary woman carrying the fruit of life, mocking the child in her womb, mocking the child with rebellion, mocking the child with insurrection, mocking the child with a spirit to not go along with what's been going on. When you got a generation like that, you got to work with them. You got to mold them and shape them and fashion them. They represent the best generation we've ever produced. They're mad. They're angry. White man say, wear your cap, turn this way. they turn theirs around. He say he wearing his pants up, they wear theirs down. Whatever he says do, they do the opposite. Rebellious, sick and tired of what's been going on in the hells of North America. And so they rap lyrics that speak to the pain and the suffering and the low-down life of the black man and woman. They speak to our condition at the grassroots level, in the muck, in the mire, and in the mud. Not to just be attacked. If you sit and if you stand in the pulpit that Adam Clayton Powell Jr. stood in, Adam Clayton Powell characterized himself in his words as the baddest nigger in Congress. The baddest nigger in Congress. That's what he said. He said, keep the faith, baby. Don't panic. Tupac said the same thing. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. But for butts and a few other butt-licking, boot-licking, buck-dancing niggas, somebody has to call these niggas out. But some of you are so connected to them, or you want something from them, or you want favor from them, or you want to be recognized by them. If you don't stand up for the liberation of our people, then the hell with any nigga. I don't care who he is or where he is, the hell with him if he won't stand up for the liberation of our people. If we touch the hearts and minds of the rappers, they could create a revolution overnight. Overnight. Literally overnight. But to attack them and put them down, talking about the language that they use, when you're acting like what they're talking about. But to the youth who are under the sound of my voice, you too have a responsibility. You do have a responsibility to wake up, clean up, and stand up. And give liberation lyrics to our people that will uplift them and not degrade them and put them down. Because if we follow the same filth of the white man's world, then our world will go down under the weight of filth and corruption the same way the white man's world is going down. And so to our young brothers and sisters, don't try to pattern your life. You're criticizing the butts and the other toms. But at the same time, you're trying to be like the Italian gangsters. You gangster rap. You dress like Al Capone. You dress like some other cracker, some Jew gangster, some Italian gangster. You're not a gangster. You are the very people of God, trying to look like some damn criminal from Italy, some mafioso, some Italiano boy. Look like fools on TV, dressed up in all of this mess. You diss black designers. You don't want to wear the clothes from your black designers. You wearing Tommy Hill nigga. You wearing polo because you've been so damn poor and you've been living so damn low until you don't want to do nothing to pick yourself up and do something for yourself and give proper direction and guidance to the masses of your people who yearn to breathe free. This is the year of the bullet or the bullet.
Lotus.
Back on.
Yo, yo. Peace of paradise to all American Aborigines. Troopers in the building. Hey, we got the great Lotus civilization in the building. Peace to the God, man. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Oh man, all is good out here in Indian land, Indiana. Yeah, I know
Ah,
sometimes it gives people a headache when they have to say it. They can't handle it. I don't know. But it's all good out here, man. There's some very interesting things going on politically. And it's gonna be a very, very interesting uh time here in the community sharing the information with the brothers and sisters of the family as we
that's right.
continue to give y'all what y'all need and that will help y'all in y'all daily and the future. Brother
Word.
Chief, man, all is well, man. How's everything out there with you, brother?
Oh, man. Life is great as usual. Um, I just say rest in paradise to the great Dr. Khaled Abdul Muhammad. Um, it's like what you said, man. It's like sometimes we need messages. You know what I'm saying? That's why we say that, some of the greats are always live on. You know what I'm saying? For the works and things that they have, done before. So, we always gotta um, reach back sometime, man, and pull out some of the greats out of the crate. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, man. Shout out to Dr. Khaled Abdul Muhammad. Um, and as usual, man, that intro, shout out to Todd Data, man. It's very iconic. You know what I'm saying? It's iconic thing, man. It's like I said, we long gone, man. They're gonna look back on this thing and be like, yo, that right there, that intro, sheesh. So yeah, man. Peace to everybody, man. Peace to all the great ones tuned in, man. You tuned into the greatest of all time. We're in the building. You're not. Let's get it. Um, like once again, man. It just goes back to, what Dr. Khaled Abdul Muhammad was saying. Um, what about creating things to uplift ourselves? Now, this was 96. This is 1996. So, I think Tupac had transitioned by this time in '96. Yeah. So Biggie hadn't. I don't think by this time was. So somebody I could be mistaken for sure. Think he had transitioned by the time Dr. Khaled had done this song. I mean, done this video, right? But I know Tupac had it. Now I don't know if he had spoke on that later in that particular lecture, but the clip we seen, we just think about that. A lot of the people that he named, then um, no longer with us. So we got to think about that, man, and just the culture and the things that we're bringing forward. Um, yeah, so he was talking about this in '96. So I just think that's interesting, y'all. When we should hold these guys accountable, whether it's Ice Cube, whether it's Public Enemy, whether it's Master P, whether it's Sean Puffy Combs, whether it's Jay Z. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we should hold you guys accountable because you guys are in position. So a lot of people made sacrifices for you to get on here and do some of the things that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think we do got to hold you guys accountable because a lot of us supported your careers and put you guys where you need to be at, and that's just what it is. And just being from from the culture, from this American culture, which is music and entertainment and stuff like that or whatever. We're the best at it because we invented it. So these are the things that we got to think about. Why are people so um, gung ho about controlling our culture, our inventions? So I just think that's something that we got to think about um, as a community. Just getting back to ownership. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what it is, bro. Shout out to Candyman. Shit, yeah. Um,
Yeah, you know how to throw it up.
yeah, man, haunting them in their dreams. So yeah, man. So that's what I said, man. Rest in paradise to Dr. Khaled Abdul Muhammad. Um, and I couldn't find the clip, yo, when he said that he was he wasn't Kunta, he know his roots and
Yeah,
shit. Yeah, I
yeah,
couldn't find
yeah.
that. I was looking. That's why I found that one. But yeah, I was definitely looking for that one, and it's out there somewhere. So if anybody can find that clip, y'all put it in the chat room. We definitely appreciate you.
Yeah. Speaking of
Yeah, man.
the chat is lit.
Shout out to the chat room. And Doc got them lit. That's what's
Yeah.
up. That's what's up. That's what it's for, Calling all the warriors. Wake up. It's go time. Yeah, it's no longer honorable to just sit on the sideline anymore. You have to go check in. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
Yeah, it's go time right now, y'all. We're in a critical time in history too, as we see that double speech and just the whole programming is at a all-time high right now. So we have to dig in, y'all. You know, and it's just not. Oh, let's just talk about the past and all the ones who came and did all these things, and we don't do anything. Nah, it don't work that way. So we definitely got to step up and get to work. Um, yeah, man. So that's what's up, though. With that intro, y'all. About the doc. So we wanted to kind of, How you doing, what's up, family? You good? What's up? Um, it was a part that he was talking about the rappers emulating Italian mobsters. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. I think that was interesting. You know, and it is interesting when you think about a lot of the rappers. You know what I'm saying? Who emulate a lot of the Italian Jewish gangsters. You know what I'm saying? You got Benny Siegel, right? Bugsy Siegel, right? Joe Gotti, John Gotti, right? These are two legendary rappers right here who took legendary mobsters names. You know what I'm saying? Y'all follow me? So I think it's interesting, yeah, that we do that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know who was the first person that done it. You know what I'm saying? Who was like, yo, we're gonna take on this persona. I know Master PM did it. Not necessarily the names, but just like we're gonna emulate our thing of a jig. I'm gonna call it that. You follow me? Around just the whole mob thing. You know what I'm saying? You even have rappers who have named themselves after one. I call him one of the most coldest gangsters of all time, and that's Donald J. Trump. And J standing for Jerome. Keep that out, right? Donald Jerome Trump, to me, is one of the coldest gangsters. It came around in a long time. Just keep that in mind, yeah. So, and a lot of times, our definition of gangsters don't necessarily go with that. But you do have rappers out there that have emulated their careers, even some of their names. You got Tone Trump, one of the persons that got Trump on his name or whatever. And I know there's a few others out there, whatever. I just can't think of them off the top of my head right now. But these guys emulating Trump, right? So I know you guys have heard this before. Trump saying they don't look like Indians to Indians, and they don't look like Indians to me, right? Well, sometimes that has been taken, let's just say, out of context, right? Or, right? A lot of times, right? You know what I'm saying? Notice sometimes people will take that and be like, well, what is he talking about?
No, I did before. I admit it.
We all have because we only seen the meme or a clip of it. So we'll
Mm-hmm.
say, oh, hey, that's it right there, whatever. So we got to take it in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Or you got to get the full thing and not just get what these people are preparing for you, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? They're
Right.
basically preparing the narrative that they want you to see, and that's the only narrative that you will see. Okay, so it gets back to that, right? So you want to talk about anything before we get into this clip?
Oh yeah, I gotta give the chat a shout out, man. All the families in there. We got Be
Appreciate you
Busy in the
guys.
building. You know what I'm saying?
Be
Yeshua
busy.
Hebrew. Be Busy said, what's Be Busy talk about? Oh yeah,
Be
man.
busy
This
brought my
yeah,
attention to this Trump situation. When we're talking about the Civil War, because I really don't pay these guys no attention, y'all.
yeah.
But I want to break that down too. You know what I'm saying? When we're talking about the Civil War and what he said in that tweet. You know what I mean? Like when you write things down, people can take it and run with it. But the media is always manipulating the situation and putting their spin on something. This is all what we're talking about when we're talking about, especially when it comes to Trump. So they are definitely manipulating our perception on that. When I heard the tweet or read the tweet, I didn't get the same perception. Like, oh, he's talking about a civil war, and then y'all automatically go north, south, black versus white, and all that shit. And this is real slow, bro. It's fear mongering at its finest, and that's what we be talking about. But we're gonna get into that, Lotus. So that's what we're talking about tonight, y'all. Uh, this hearing that that Trump was at was in 1993. Okay, so I just want to give y'all the background on it. You got anything else to say before we get into this video, bro?
Oh no. Let me pull it up. Let's go in.
Okay. Yeah, I know we can talk over it, stop it, rewind it, stuff like that, whatever. But I think it's very interesting, very telling.
I'm trying to remember what channel I watched it on.
Yeah.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Shit.
I appreciate everybody tuning in. Definitely appreciate it. Yeah, I think this is an interesting thing, and it gives us a whole context. Thank you. And who Trump was, and what was he talking about? To give us the whole context. Yeah, man.
Oh,
Let's let
it
me know when
should
you're
be in
ready.
my watch history. I'm like, why? I don't got it up here.
I texted to you.
Yeah.
And then an Indian chief is going to tell Joey Killer to please get off
Yeah,
his
we just play the
reservation.
audio for this too.
You want to just play it? All right.
Yeah, we don't need to show this. Maybe a still shot of it or something.
Oh, that's why I'm not even on my channel. Hold on. That's why my bad, y'all. We about to drop it. We got the 1993 Trump speaks out about tribal casinos and tomato sellers. Oh man. Ooh, that brings that harvest of shame to mind. That's how okay. Very interesting. Tribal casinos and tomato sellers. Give me a moment, y'all.
Yeah, man.
Hold on. All right.
Hey, by the way, fuck fair use. Yeah, it's June 1993. He did a commission, trying to get a gaming permit. There's no way the Indians are going to protect themselves against the mob.
It will go sky high. It would be the biggest scandal ever, or one of the biggest scandals since Al Capone in terms of organized crime. I believe that there's going to be a lot of embarrassed and a lot of red faces. But to sit here and listen, as people are saying, that there's no organized crime, that there's no money laundering, that there's no anything, and that an Indian chief is going to tell Joey Killer to please get off his reservation is almost unbelievable to me.
You have basically stated that the problem seems to be that the FBI doesn't have any people, or is that correct? Is the issue that you...
No, I think it's far beyond that. I think that people have got paper bags over their faces and nobody's looking. Everybody, it seems to me, from even just a common sense standpoint, knows what's going on.
Did you submit this list to the FBI at any time?
I'm not a law enforcement officer. I'm not supposed to be going around checking Indian reservations. That's what you have the FBI for. They're very capable, the most capable. But that's not my job. The Indians don't have to pay tax. Nobody's more for the Indians than Donald Trump. And you ask about competing. I love to compete. Nobody likes that. And I think many of you folks up there know for a fact that I love to compete. But I like to compete on an equal footing. I am competing and paying hundreds of millions of dollars in tax. My so-called, as you would call them, opponent, and they're not an opponent, but my opponent is competing and paying no tax. It's not a fair situation.
If you indicate that they don't pay taxes,
I didn't indicate they don't pay taxes. I said they're not paying taxes on casino.
well, that's because the
on...
profits from it are to go to the reservation.
Oh, really?
Now, who are you stolen information to? A lot of fruit stand and grocery stores. It is your testimony that the last 5 to 6 years you've been going around to grocery stores in the New Orleans area and selling tomatoes? I've been to fruit stands and markets. When was the last time you were to a fruit stand? Oh, I was at a fruit stand last week. To sell tomatoes? Well, not exactly. I go there to see them. And
In spite of the FBI testimony that this is not a significant problem, Mr. Trump, in one sentence you say they are the most capable of agencies and that you're not a law enforcement expert, and then you tell us that you have superior knowledge to their knowledge about the extent of organized crime on Indian reservations.
You've got a totally closed mind on the subject, sir. We could walk in here with the greatest proof in the history of the world, and frankly, your mind is so closed for whatever reason that I can't believe it.
But you don't have
if
that.
You really want to study this,
yes.
When you tell me that there are no FBI agents assigned to the Indian reservations, and yet you have tremendous numbers in Las Vegas and in Atlantic City, tremendous numbers. In fact, 2 of their largest places. I want to tell you something. You have a long way to go. And for whatever reason, you have a closed mind. I don't know why. Perhaps you could tell me.
No, Mr. Trump, I have a closed mind against evidence that is not substantiated.
Oh, well.
I have a closed mind against statements that are made about other people in generality.
You're going to be very embarrassed in 2 years, sir.
You go on a radio show and you say, now some drunken Indians want to come down here and open a reservation.
I didn't say that, sir. Quote it. I didn't say that. Who said that? Who said that? I'd like an apology right now because I didn't say that.
I must open the broadcast, so, excuse me, Mr. Imus said that.
Okay, could I please have an apology?
You can have an apology.
Thank you, sir.
And then you went on to, is this you discussing Indian blood? have Indian blood, whether they're
That's
called
too damn funny, bro.
or not.
Absolutely, because
God, please have an apology, please.
if you look at some of the reservations that you've approved, you, sir, with great wisdom, have approved, I will tell you right now, they don't look like Indians to me, and they don't look like the Indians. Now, maybe we say politically correct or not politically correct. They don't look like Indians to me, and they don't look like Indians to Indians. And a lot of people are laughing at it, and you're telling how tough it is, how rough it is to get approved. But you go up to Connecticut, and you look, now, they don't look like Indians to me, sir.
Thank God that's not the test of whether or not people have rights in this country or not, whether or not they pass your look test.
Depends whether, yeah, depends whether or not you're approving it, sir.
No, it's not a question whether I'm approving it. Not a question whether I'm approving it. Mr. Trump, do you know in the history of this country where we've heard this discussion before? They don't look Jewish to me.
Oh, really?
They don't look Indian to me. They don't look Italian to me.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the test for whether people could go into business or not go into business, whether they could get a bank loan. You're too black. You're not black enough.
I want to find out. Well, then why you're approving for Indian? Why don't you approve it for everybody then, sir? If your case is non-discriminatory, why don't you approve for everybody? You're saying only Indians. Wait a minute, sir. You're saying only Indians can have the reservations. Only Indians can have the gaming. So why aren't you approving it for everybody? Why are you being discriminatory? Why is it that the Indians don't pay tax, but everybody else does? I do. Why is it that I pay tax? Why is it that senior citizens get tremendous benefit from the taxes that a certain industry does, but the Indians aren't contributing to that? Why aren't the Indians, excuse me, so why aren't the Indians that are making all the money in Connecticut, which is the most successful of the Indian reservations, why aren't they spreading the wealth with the other Indians? Why don't you do something for the other Indians that are living in total poverty? Because you know why? Because their reservation is
If you'll
too
give
far
the
away.
chairman a chance to answer your questions, I'm sure he will.
I'm sure he will, absolutely.
Oh boy. So
Very interesting. Man,
I mean, shit is okay. Let's get into it. Let's break it down. Now, the thing that stands out, is the Indian part. They don't look Indian to me, and they don't look Indian to them, right? So who's he talking about?
man, he's talking about the Pequot. Very interesting. Yeah. Man, I wish I would have kept
So
that
he
video.
was trying to get the permit from the people who are from that area, and they got the actual permit to do the casino, right? Does anybody know the name of the casino? Mohegan Sun? Is it Mohegan Sun? I think that's
Hey, I was about to say, I wish I wouldn't have closed the thing. It had the name up there. Anybody in the chat caught it? Yeah, I just pull it back up.
Yeah, man. So, oh shit.
Okay, here it is. Okay, hold on. Where's it at? Virginia Hill Casinos. Damn, I'm trying to catch one spot. And
That's the name of it?
yeah, Virginia Hill Casinos.
Word. Well, anyway, he wanted that spot for that casino. And I guess he was at the commission. And so what stands out to me is the snitching he doing.
Hmm.
Hey, think about it though. That nigga is snitching hard than a motherfucker. Like first off, he tried to get around the fact that he done already went to the FBI snitching. You know what I'm saying? On them. And then trying to say, oh well, hey, they're connected to the mob and all this other stuff. Okay, I don't even know. Is that real? Is that real? Is that
Right.
don't those two things go hand in hand? Really? Stop it. It's crazy. So that's dirty pool to me. Like, you see a mobster snitching on other mobsters and be like, oh, it's okay. Nah, it's not okay. It's not okay.
Right.
It's not okay. You know what I'm saying? To be a good fella, you're a good fella all the way around the board. It's no Whitey Bulger shit. No Donald Trump playing both sides of the fence. It don't work that way, y'all. Y'all understand? Okay? We're going to break it down where nobody else is going to break it down. That's all we're going to tell you, okay?
That gaming profits are buying tomatoes. What the hell's going on here?
He was like, sir, I didn't say that. I'm going to need an apology. You need to apologize to me. I thought that was comedy, yeah.
Yeah.
But the facts are, he lost in that casino. Virginia Hills is what it's called?
Yep. Virginia Hills Casino.
But another thing he said that they cut him off from saying, we started talking about that this reservation is the most successful reservation.
Yeah.
Right? Why aren't they helping other Indians? Oops. Uh-oh. You know, the motherfucker tell on everybody, he just gonna start telling on everybody at the same time. He was just telling. And it was like, hold on, we can't talk about that. We can't talk about why they're not helping other Indians.
It's the Mashantucket Pequots.
We have a picture of those people?
Let's pull it up. Hold on real quick.
They don't look like Indians to me, and they don't look like Indians to Indians. So neither does Elizabeth Warren.
Gotta bust the bus back out. Gotta bust the bus back out. Give a shout out to the chat before we go into the Pequot. Man, everybody's in. We got Big Chief. Come on, load up. Peace. Mr. Dark Brother 1 in the building. Saying peace to everyone. Saying peace to Yeshua. Copper Chopper in the building. Got Copper Tony Tony. Oh, okay, my bad. Copper Tony. Got
Sister guys.
Gretchen Hill in the building. Saying peace to all.
Peace, Empress.
Got Astro Man saying go time. That's right. Let's see what else we got in here. Chuck Jackson. Hold on, who I missed, y'all? Okay, hold on. I don't want to miss nobody. We got Pete Parker in the building saying, hey, Chief.
Big Ooga to Chuck Jackson.
Hey, Pete Parker said, Chief, who are those Nordic people in the pic? That's in the thumbnail. Chuck Jackson, how's it going, man? We got high vibes and if you for all the family and the kin folks. That's right. Got J Rock in the building. In case I didn't mention before, Gretchen Helm is in the building. How you doing? Sister of the Feather. Mark Wall in the building. What's up, family? Yeah, Mask Rivals. Mask Rivals, Aboriginal. You already know that's the Pequot Council of Elders. They was like, no, we're not giving nothing to the other people y'all call Indians. Oh, Jaguar in the building. Oh, man, he's saying peace, man.
But I think it is interesting, though, that these people aren't helping, and not just these people in this casino, but other ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know they're
Of other
helping us. Somebody.
So a lot of our people are going into the casino spending money. So these people do come from the community, right? So what's going on? Trump was like, they don't look like Indians to me. They don't look like Indians to Indians. So now he had graduated from Princeton by this time, so and was running multi-billion-dollar corporation. So I'm sure he had ran across some real Indians before, but apparently not. Yeah, you know what I mean. So another thing that's interesting to me too is since he lost this to these Pequot, right, and they use legal precedents to do it. So that's one of the things we got to definitely look into the case. What did they use to win? Because he's big and powerful. He had all the money. He's the billions of dollars behind it to come and beat him. So either they had billions of dollars behind them, right? Opposing faction, check.
That's right.
Who Trump is snitching on, by the way. Okay. So that's how that works. Like I don't know. I mean,
man, when you see these images, it's gonna shut them down. Shut them down. Wow.
y'all.
It's over.
Let's see it.
Well, hey, they saying, oh, y'all went from mud mounds to teepees and got all these jokes. All these jokes, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's here, man.
Could y'all imagine that we had casinos in our own communities that gave back to our communities? Think about that. Think about that. Can y'all imagine that we own the economic infrastructure in our own communities, the crime rate, all the families, the growth? Who's against that? There has to be an Agenda 21 out there. Yeah. There has to be an agenda to stop growth. People from having 6, 7, 8, 10 children. Who don't want that many children? Like, and you see what I'm saying? Like, if we came from a generation, like our mothers and fathers had multiple, brothers and sisters and shit like that, right? And then just one generation over, we'd be like 2.3 and shit. You know what I mean? If that. Shit's getting crazy. So life don't mean nothing no more. But it meant something when they can consider you a slave. You see how that work for your family?
Mm-hmm.
That's all they doing. Playing word games. You know what I'm saying? That's all they doing is playing word games.
Oh, yeah.
And we just continue to keep falling for them. But there goes the short bus, though.
Why you say it like that, man? It's just,
there it goes.
Yeah, there goes the short bus. Like, wow. Where did they come from? Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, welcome. Hey, y'all. We have special guests today on the show. We have who's on the bus? Hold on. First one up, we have Jabari on the bus. Yeah, let's show the
On the
Pequot
bus.
family. Oh yeah, they on the bus, man. We got Ankakek. We also have Ankakek in the building, y'all. He in the bus too. I got his doppelganger in case y'all, forgot what it looked like. I'll show it again. I mean, yeah. All right, that's enough. So, oh man, we got Garfield with the head out the window as usual. Every day, man, he on this slow bus with his head out the window. And then we got Rugburn. Man, I can't get over it. Why it looks so sad, bro? Time to tribe up. Stop, all right, man. They in the sunken place. Y'all see the lady. I'm tuned.
Hard for him to get up
Yo
out
in the
that.
building. Yeah, man. So
It's like they
we
hard
have
to
to
get up
do.
out of that one. Excuse me. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
So let's show these images. And with the situation, some people have posted images that are not the actual images. So let me, actual images of the Mashnet Pequot, Mashantucket, my bad. Some of them are. Almost all, majority of them. Saying that's from a movie. All right, I'm gonna start flashing the images. Now, we can see here, look at these sisters. Let me blow it up. Man, come on. Look at these sisters, beautiful sisters here. Look at these beautiful sisters of the feather. All right. Okay. Here you see Taino people honored by. You know what I'm saying? They're being honored by. That's not the Mashantucket people. And here, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of blurry. But I mean, you see, light skin, brown, and dark skinned people. You know what I'm saying? They got the Feather News. All right. I'm saying we need to check that out, y'all. The Feather News blogspot. If you want to get on that, all right. So you see, you know what I'm saying? And there keep it 100. They've let white folk in. That's not one. See? She is a Pequot. See? He's not a Pequot. Someone they let in. You see? The same one. Yeah. You see? Light skin, light brown, copper tone, a light copper shade. You know what I'm saying? Good. You see? See? White folk in it too. Same sisters. Chief, you with me? Oh, Chief dropped out. All right. All right, got you back in.
Yo.
Were you able to see the images?
Nope.
Oh, man. Look at that.
I seen that one.
See this?
Yeah, I seen that one. So these are the people. This is the tribe that runs the owns the Virginia
Casino.
Hill Casino.
Yeah. I think it's some other casinos too. I have to look into it.
So, they'll say, "Oh, well, no, that tribe right there was mixed with Africans and the Native Americans." Well, that's not that. No.
Yeah, that's not true.
These are the original people. All the tribes, East Coast. Matter of fact, all the tribes here in America were Negro first. Let's just start there. They didn't start mixed until they got created to fit this caste system. Y'all understand how this works? Like, I don't even want to go back and forth, argue with nobody. I could prove that in so many different ways. So I don't even think that we should stoop to that kind of dumbness to have a conversation. Like, don't do that. You don't have no ancient homes. You know what I mean? Like, that's just crazy.
Trip on this. They have their own police.
Word, they do.
Yeah, probably their own hospital, their own everything.
I mean,
that's how you do it.
They balling out of control out there, bro.
Yeah.
But I mean, think about it though. That could be a great model for a lot of communities. You understand what I'm saying? That's a great model for our community. So just stepping in our proper persona or whatever. You see Trump though, he was like, "Oh, well, why can't just anybody get tax-free and tax exempt and all these other things, whatever?" Okay, there's reasons for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
He should know that. He should understand the genocide and all the things that have happened to the indigenous peoples of this land. That's why you have UNDRIP. Now, he might have known nothing about UNDRIP and AGIP in 93. A lot of y'all didn't. A lot of us didn't. Think about it. I'm sure he knows about UNDRIP and AGIP now. That's how this works. So we gotta work it out. Look at all these Negroes. Sheesh.
Gotti. Where y'all at? Show bus. Shorties that's on the show bus.
Shorties. Man, all these people came from Nigeria, nigga. Them is Nigerians right there. You heard? That's how they think, man. They don't think smart at all, bro. Like, just don't make no sense. How people think. Trump was trying to take advantage of the caste system. Like I said, he plays any side to win. He one of those guys, so you gotta. Sheesh.
I just thought I'd drop this right now so they could just see that Indian red again.
Oh no. Oh no. Roots. Indian roots man. The root skins. The Pinqua. Word. Yo. So I think we need to reach out to these people, man, and see what they got going on.
Yeah, definitely will.
You know what I'm saying? What can we, like when you got other tribes around the country, Trump has a casino up in Gary, Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he got Atlantic City. He got a hotel out here. It's not a casino, it's a hotel. Y'all feel me? So it's not easy to get these gaming licenses and things like that or whatever. So, I think it's interesting. It really is. How even if a person who could become the president of the United States, right, still is limited in the things that he could do here on this land. Y'all get me what I'm saying? Think about that. He lost to these people right here because of they rights that they had. Think about that for a second. Let that sink in.
Man, oh man.
They had the law on their side. FBI and everybody else is on their side. So I just think that's something to look at, as we're building and we're trying to, see things things that we can use. Okay, like reaching out to Virginia Hill, reaching out to the Pink Quad down there, and seeing what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying?
Your sister had a feather right there. What's good?
And how can we network to form our own casinos? It should be Aboriginal casinos across America. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
that's what it is. You guys let every other foreigner come over here and get gaming licenses and all this other shit. It shouldn't even be that hard for us. Just pull up an RV out on the side of the road and put some damn what you call it, did it go? That's how I feel. Y'all tripping.
I don't know why it's blurry, man. Yeah.
I don't know. I see Billy Bob in the front right there.
It's
Billy Bob. Shit, he happy. He the one taking all the money. That's why the money ain't going nowhere right there. That nigga right there.
shit.
Oh, keep playing. Trump already told y'all where the money going. Who's taking the money? That's what it is. Let me find out, Pink Quad's down there. We find out you got a whole bunch of sellout ass Indians down there. That's crazy. Everybody should be riding around in Bentleys and shit down there. They like, man, niggas balling up here in Connecticut. You know what I mean? People be like, man, I'm moving to Connecticut. Go get a job up there at Virginia Hill. Niggas is balling out there. Nah, not y'all. We don't put no value in our shit. What was that, Tiger? It's like Tiger Woods, for real.
Look at the sisters in the purple. You know the real ones are.
All right, now.
Yeah, we the Pequot. She look, I don't play that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's dope. That is like Fredo Star. Shout out to Fredo Star.
The fuck was that? Alien looking motherfucker.
Yeah, man.
All right, there it is. That's plenty more too.
So, it gets kind of to the impeachment joint that people are talking, but I think that's just talk. And I understand they have to push it socially or whatever before they can do it, but I don't know if they have legal precedence to impeach this guy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that that's something that we should even pay attention to. Got you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we create a boogeyman for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't think so. Really. But yeah, I do think that we could take revenues from gaming, even think about it from the perspective of what they did with the building the communities and with numbers, and that's what they got with the lottery now. That's what they use the revenue for, right? To build shit, right? That's the concept. They got that concept from us. It doesn't start with Bumpy Johnson and them back in those days. This is an ancient thing we've been doing, We've been communal and been building the shit together. And they talk about socialism and all these other things. Yeah, okay. So it's just, like I said, we can't look at ourselves as losers all the time. So these people won. So we like to talk about successful things, you know what I'm saying? And that will be successful. How can we use this to our advantage. What do we need to get to be a part of? What licenses do we need to get to start our own casino? And they can start with a trailer. And that's just facts. I've seen it. Come through Oklahoma, be a trailer. Next time you come to there, and then we're gonna have a whole building put up off a trailer. You know what I'm saying? And there's Native American casinos. Nice shit. Like, come on, bro. What about our shit? So, yeah. And I don't even gamble. So for the people that like that type of entertainment, have at it. There's nothing wrong with that. It's great entertainment for some people. So
I wish we had Tinkar in here because he's almost the expert on the Pequot culture and history and tradition, man.
That's right.
He got it. I was just thinking it. Wonder how that brother doing.
Turning white up there. He getting whiter and whiter as we speak.
To the Garfield skin map.
Mm-hmm.
The inaccurate skin map.
That's crazy, y'all. But yeah, man. What else we got on tap, bro?
Hold on. Yeah, man. The Pequot stuff is deep, bro. Pequot Wars and.
Oh yeah, we're talking about the King Philip War. He was Pequot. What's his name was Pequot. Paul Cuffey was Pequot.
Gosh.
Talked about them taking them down to the Caribbean islands and giving them reparations. So you had Pequots from all the way from Canada. You know what I'm saying? As far out as Canada. They just gave these people reparations for taking them down to the Caribbean islands. Literally. It just happened. So that's what's going on right there. So shout out to Tim Carr.
Oh, let me get this. Yeah.
And the Pequot were mestizos first. So if you see a mestizo or Caucasian Pequot, don't be alarmed, but don't be all like, oh, they're the real ones. Come on, you're slow. And those black ones are the fake ones.
On the bus.
Right, you're on the bus, though.
On the bus.
Like, it don't make no sense.
Oh, get on the bus. Come on.
Mother be like, my grandma was light skinned, blue veins, all this or whatever, right? And then be like, she was full blooded Blackfoot. I'd be like, no, she was full blooded cracker, nigga. You tripping? Fuck out of here, like.
Oh,
all jokes, y'all. All jokes.
God,
all jokes. Just jokes. Don't be mad at me, okay? So you know, we be having these type of things going on. Niggas be bragging about that. I told y'all if I find these people in my family, I would never tell y'all. Y'all would never know. I'm serious. I'm serious. So yeah, man. But yeah, man. But yeah, we definitely got to reach out to these folks, man, to see what's going down, what they got going on over there. How do they? What precedents do they have? What legal precedents that they use?
I definitely could use the bag.
Yeah, that's right. That's a fact.
How much more stuff
we could get done, y'all.
Exactly.
If we had the resources. Think about that. That's why we say support the real, y'all. That's what we're talking about. If we had the resources, right? The real had the resources to do all the things that we need to do, like casino revenue. He wouldn't have to say, "Oh, what are they doing for their people?" What are you talking about? Especially if you don't have to pay no taxes and things. Can you imagine? I'd rather see people go into a casino that gives back to the community as opposed to going to the church house. Think about that. Revenue goes directly to where it needs to go. And you know, if we support certain things, people gonna want to be where we at. That's just how that goes. Nah, we want to go support Steve Wynn though. Even when people come here, they don't go to the D like that. Used to be the Fitzgeralds, owned by an Aborigine brother. I don't know if he was using his indigenous status to get, you know, he had a couple of them out there. I think I got 2 or 3 across the country. You know what I'm saying? We got to look into him too. Shout out to that brother. But yeah, it's not that many. So I think that's something we need to look into. Even if we have to do it not offshore, you know, off mainland, but doing the islands or something like that or whatever, you know.
Right.
I think that would be something that, you know, like say for instance, Professor Smalls, you know, okay, what's the gaming laws out here? Ghana. You know what I mean? Like you gotta understand, like if we're gonna build something, that might be something that we might need to consider. A casino / resort hotel. Like, no, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? You got something better? Let's hear it. You know how many thousands of people that we can employ?
Right.
Think about it.
Man. Oh, give me a second, man.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Reginald, I sent that to you already. Let me know if you got it. I'll just pop in. Mm-hmm. Taino Aborigine. Oseo. I can't see it. Oh, yeah. You still going, Lotus? Shit. What's been going on out here lately? Well, like we said, you know, the short but shorties ain't getting no further along. We're talking about science. What's incredible is that they're with using technology like LiDAR, that they're finding more and more evidence of things across the country. You know what I'm saying? I was just checking out this question earlier, right? And they always doing this. Just check a lot of movies out that you've already watched or things or whatever. When they show the outside scene, look for mounds, look for pyramids. I don't know, for some odd reason they like to put them in movies and stuff, television shows and stuff. Kind of see if we'll catch on to it, or they're tapping into the energy of it or whatever. We need to tap in. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's something that I'm glad, you know, technology, you know, like LiDAR and other things, you know, drilling techniques, things that, you know, they can get down without being too intrusive to the, you know, to the environment and stuff like that or whatever, you know. So like they were even talking about Thomas Jefferson being the first American archaeologist. I don't know if y'all heard about that, right? Like, yeah, so even when he was going through the mounds and stuff, he was trying to excavate them without tearing them down, without disturbing it too much and things of that nature, and creating canals and stuff to get to the contents and things of the mounds. So I thought that was interesting that they would consider him the first American archaeologist. I thought that was interesting. But like we said about the Fenton, Missouri thing last week, by them building that super Walmart in Fenton, Missouri, outside St. Louis. Um, they destroyed thousands of bones and displaced a ancient burial site. Y'all get what I'm saying? So, and you guys see how the so-called Native Americans don't. It's like certain sites or certain things that they will say, okay, well, we deem this to be sacred or whatever. You guys can't excavate here. You guys can't drill for oil here and shit like that or whatever. But I can guarantee you, if they do a LiDAR test or whatever, and they find trillions of gallons of oil under our ancestors, trust me, they're gonna drill down and go get that. They're not gonna care about none of that. They need to build a Walmart or whatever. They're not gonna care about any of these things. And a lot of our, not say our people, but a lot of these people have been working with them for a long time, sold out a long time ago. Sold billions of acres of our land across America for peanuts, for literally for liquor. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Them niggas woke up and just put an X on something and gave away a whole bunch of stuff. And then these people mind like, well, we legally did this, so we legally could do this to the inhabitants on the land, all this dumbass shit. It's craziness, bro. The divide and conquer is real. They're still hiding our ancestors' grave sites as we speak now. Shop Chief Williamina, she brought some stuff to my attention. We're talking about old cemeteries and things like that or whatever, right? I already know, like, somebody don't take care of them, they can let the woods grow over them and all these type of things. And, you know, people just forget about that stuff, right? They're not putting no more people in there. People who maybe have passed away or the other people haven't came and, you know, to tend to the graves. They'll just tear that stuff down, dig those things up. You understand that? Lotus, you back? Yeah, man. Peace to the tribe, man. Shout out to everybody tuned in. We definitely appreciate it.
That's right. We got Aboriginal TV in the building. Will, you got a Fury Taino Aborigine. Say peace to the relatives. Will Florissant. Florissant.
Guys, man.
Florissant.
I'm gonna send you the link too.
All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Indigenous 56 Ace. Yeah, man, we need to grab a casino. Oh, Kize, yes, from Roots. Hello, family. How you doing? Got the Rainmaker in the building. Oh man. All right. We got Matt Squabbles Aboriginal. Saying all skin folk ain't killful. Autonomous Copper. Main 8th Lion. Peace, brother. All right, Chief, you back in the building?
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Peace to the tribe, though, man. Hey, what else did I send you? I got
What, the email?
Yeah.
Also, family, what I'm showing here, looking at my screen, is the Connecticut, Rhode Island, Newport shows 1637 to 1675 and 177, 1777, excuse me, battles and dates. So this is a site. It gives me the Pequot Wars. And it says here, let's blow it up. I forgot to read this to the family before we got off the Pequot situation. Connecticut and Rhode Island insert map. Newport artist, engraver, cartographer, unsigned, provenance. Encyclopedia Britannica, 10th edition, maps published by Adam and Charles. Black Edinburgh, London, type, color, antique, lithographic map. The sites of important battles and their dates are marked on this map for the following conflicts: Pequot War, King Philip's War, American Revolutionary War, War of Independence. So we've shown and proven that the Underground Railroad was ran by the Tuscarora. So that's the Iroquois nation. And now we've just shown a key figure to the people who were enslaved, who they're mistakenly saying are from West Africa.
Yeah. Well, even when we talk about these Pequot Wars, right? King Philip War and these different skirmishes, right? They displaced hundreds of thousands. They say like close to 1 million of our people into the Caribbean islands, Barbados, Jamaica. So it's so crazy how Tenkara got back up to Canada. You know what I'm saying? I know we keep going to Tenkara, but he's the only Pequot I know. You know what I'm saying? That connected back to his heritage. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. Super dope, yeah. And it goes back to them getting back up to Connecticut on the La Amistad. That's very interesting. Why did these people try to get to Connecticut? Where were they going? We got to know these things. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? So it's always interesting, man. So the treaties and things that those Pequots had, so they couldn't have been with the Dutch because those don't really count, right? When you think about it, that wouldn't count. So yeah, we gotta figure out what other than the UNDRIP or the ADRIP, I don't know what more legal precedence those Pequots would have to beat Donald Trump in that situation, other than just having seniority and gaming. Because Donald Trump is limited. Trust me, he would have casinos all over this bitch if he could. Like, he's limited. I don't know how he got the ones he got, but he's limited in getting casinos or a football team. So the reason why I kind of root for Donald Trump, yeah, to be honest with y'all, because he's shaking shit up in there. He keep them busy. It's not kind of some of their stuff that they got going on. It's not our business. Y'all feel me? And we shouldn't be dumb enough to be like, oh yeah, man, we all gonna be against him. Being used by other communities, being intimidated by other communities with red fucking hats. Like, this is a hat, yo. This is a hat. So what Kanye was doing was like, yo, bro, we gotta take the power y'all see what he wants y'all to see in the media, but imagine what's really going on. You got to read between the lines. It's not, oh, he's going crazy. It's that he has done a little bit more research than you haven't done. Really think about it. Okay? So, yeah, man. What we got going on out here, man? More foolery, tomfoolery.
All right.
Yeah, man.
I know everyone was mystified by the people who were on the thumbnail. And yes, that is head people on the reservation. Now,
Oh,
at the moment,
of this reservation?
oh yeah, even big dude.
I can't see him.
It's good. Try and send Kurimeo the email.
All right.
No response.
Anyway. Shout out to Ape Lion.
Let me
Yeah,
pull up
that's
these. Hold on.
mm, mm. Yo, that's right, man. Be on the lookout for this 30-day live stream we're about to do. Y'all know y'all see us doing like reruns and stuff like that. Or we're gonna say restream. I don't know if nobody used that yet. So hashtag restream tribe up. It's what we do. Um, we fill in content. So we're looking for content providers, you know what I'm saying, to work with, partner with, you know what I'm saying? If you already got a channel, you may be already doing your thing. That's cool. I know we deal with everybody, small channels to large channels. It's nothing. It's about your content. You know what I mean? So we're instead of sitting around saying, "Oh well," complaining about this and complaining about that, we're gonna do something about it. So yeah, man. So we formed our own stuff. So that's what we got going on, man. So support the real, yeah. That's all we can say. Hashtag that. Support the real. Um, I think that kind of speaks for itself, yeah. Oh, and last night was epic, yo. You didn't catch last night's show, was dope. We showed the Omeg with the afro, dope. Showed the Omeg with the braids in the back, super dope. Yeah. But that afro though, yeah, that's just amazing. The artistry that they had, think about that, Like, did y'all even see like practice ones sitting around anywhere? Like, what did they practice on to get that good? Like to make that. Like, think about it. Shit, it should be like a whole bunch of practice afros sitting around somewhere, practice braids, practice lips, and you know what I mean. These niggas is dope, Like so, like just natural, gifted, talented from go, born with it. Had to. Like, where they practice at? Did they go to art school for this? Art institute or something for this shit? Like, think about it. It don't make no sense, man. The greatness of our ancestors, though. You gotta say the things y'all say. It's disrespectful. So that's all we're here for, man. Like, we speak for the ancestors speak for us.
Hey, you wanna? I didn't want to do it. You want to beat up Rug Burn?
Let's get it.
Not bring him on, but go in on the video he sent me.
Let's go.
All right. Rug Burn, you on the back of the bus. Yeah, you. It's your turn, buddy. Stop.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Rob Owen, though, man. I like Rob Owen, too.
Yeah, Rob Owen cool.
He good people.
He just be sometimes he eat too many of them damn steroid bars and be acting crazy as hell.
Oh. Yeah. He gonna be home soon.
Yeah, bring him back to the feather.
Mm-hmm. A lot of them coming on home, yeah. It's hard though, cause I like to make that transition, man. It's hard. It's not as easy as y'all think, you know what I'm saying? Because it goes along with like belief systems. So people will believe in something that made them feel good and bad at the same time. It's making you feel bad and good at the same time. We should never forget. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah. So it make you feel bad and good at the same time. It's like you big and little at the same time. Up and sleepy at the same time. You fast and slow dummy at the same time.
Damn.
Oh shit.
Fast slow dummy.
Hey, funny as shit, man. Oh my god. Hey man, these guys. This is funny. Whenever you're ready, I'll just put it in.
All right, let's bust this shit. I'm like, should I even show it?
Is it a video too? Oh shit. Okay, let's see.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking over this joint, y'all. Because I couldn't really hear it when you was playing it earlier. I could even understand who can recognize.
Yeah, Rob, boy. Cross the line on your hairline. Yeah. I'm up in y'all stuff now, huh?
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh. All right, let's screen. What? You know what I'm saying? Don't try and lie and say, oh, Lotus hacked up in our nah. I don't try and create no rumors.
He sent it to you, right?
Yeah, he sent it to me, but I followed the breadcrumbs. God. So now I'm up in NBK social group. Good vibes. Man, y'all ain't got no damn good vibes, man. All y'all. Y'all jittery, nervous. I think about Dane about 18 times a day.
Oh my God. They back there plotting, bro.
Damn.
Hey, listen. Y'all never gonna make varsity like that, bro. Ever. Y'all gonna always be on the JV, bro. You gotta do you, bro. You gotta focus on doing you. You know, it's just not enough just to lift weights all day, my boy. You gotta learn the playbook, buddy. You gotta understand what the play is, man. You run in the wrong direction all the time. Like, this nigga be running in the wrong direction. I'll be like, you're tackling the wrong people. He be blocking for the offense and shit, tackling his own people. Oh my god! Hey, my god! Hey, you guys are slow.
He done broke the back window on the damn shirt, but shit.
Hey, but I feel bad for y'all though, because history is going to not like people gonna be laughing just like we laughing right now. Seriously, literally, these niggas say Kunta like like yo shit. Like we read that last night, bro. Like yo, it's no, it's crazy. It's unbelievable. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh yeah, man. So man, hey.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Steroid.
Oh yeah, man. Shout out to Xavier earlier, man. Shout out for the super chat, man. Everybody else, man, that donates. Shout out to Reginald Green, the background king. Reginald, I don't know if you got that email or not. Text me. Let me know if you got it. Nah,
Yeah, we sent links out, man. Open the
I
panel.
sent it a long time ago, Reginald. You should already had it.
Yeah.
Kurimeo. Yeah, man. I sent it to all the usual suspects, man. Which one of my favorite movies too, y'all? But y'all know a movie that's I think if I had to be like, yo, this is my favorite movie of all time, it would have to be Hoodlum.
Hey,
That's my shit.
time out, man. Pete Parker said double Dutch bus. Oh man, might have to have a double Dutch bus.
We do. We gonna have to, or like one pulling
Yeah,
some
double Dutch
wheelbarrows
bus.
or something.
That's what's up, Pete Parker, man. Appreciate that. I wish I could play the songs. Had a song playing as they saying something, knowing damn well it's a lie like that. Inaccurate skin map.
Them niggas is pulling up and playing a watermelon song, nigga. Nigga, watermelon song. Put watermelon in their mouth. Rob, he throwing a watermelon in there. Oh my god. Oh my god. Trump need to be driving a bus though. Honestly.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's what we should have driving the bus, y'all.
Oh, shit.
Don't think we just be beating up on the JV, man. We definitely we got something for their ass too. Don't trip. For real. So these guys is food, man. He just practice. Don't trip. You know what I'm saying? They are shrimp swimming with. They're guppies swimming with sharks, bro. It's just what it is. And they've been so dumb for so long. I don't even know if they could switch at this point right now. I think they be having them type of conversations behind the scenes, like, man, fuck, midday, bro. High German.
I know that.
We can't win.
Stuff.
Hey, then they come in and be like, no, bro, I have something. I'm not gonna tell you guys. I'm just gonna do the live stream. I'm not gonna tell you what I got, but I got them. I really got them. I got them. Yeah. That nigga pull up some garbage, like lay in the dumpster, bro. Like,
oh damn! Tell him he laying in the oh shit.
That nigga is Oscar, nigga, the grouch, nigga, the nigga that be in the trash can, nigga. That's that nigga.
The grouch.
That nigga garbage can. You niggas is garbage tail kids, bro. Hey, I can't believe it. I don't. Whew, I can't, bro. I can't believe this. Is this real? Like, this is just thinking to myself. Like, I said, okay, well, maybe they'll come out with something tomorrow. Because today,
hold on. You know who Truth's live historian, aka Danny, sound like Braxton T. Hartenbrig from the Jamie Foxx show. I wish I could play. I can play something. See, if he ever live story and you ever say,
all you gotta do is just show the picture of that nigga, bro. He gonna represent live story, nigga. This nigga right here.
Yeah, you better not say. I'm telling you, I'm giving that idea to everybody. You gonna hate. Hold on. Let me let him hear how he spoke before we bust out raw born steroid session. I also made a
his idea to drive up the coast to Santa Barbara. Who knew he was so romantic?
Excuse me. Well, Fancy, maybe you didn't know this, but romance runs in our family tree.
Well, they must have cut off your branch and used it for firewood.
You know, these logs burn all night long. Anyone for a weenie roast?
Be careful with the bags now, Helen. You don't want to break my bottle of English Pepper.
That's a hope, so I gotta get a Braxton part. Hold on, y'all gotta hear, man. We're gonna watch that whole show. Oh, that ain't it. Is that it? Yeah, man, why give me the whole damn show? I want the whole show.
Oh yeah, man.
All kind of inappropriate sounds. My bad. Hold on, let me bust it on the tube. My bad, man. My bad. Perfect. Even better. That's right. Look, it was 20 minutes. So I'm telling y'all, whenever you hear Liestorian, aka the garbage guy, because he's the grouch.
Oscar the Grouch.
Cut cable. So cut that out. Liestorian.
AKA Jim Carrey and the Cable Guy. Like, I don't even know how you want to be this Jim Carrey and the Cable Guy.
Hell yeah. Hold on a second.
AKA Braxton Howard III.
Melina.
What is this all about?
Hey, well,
They sound like it. I'm gonna play his video right now. Hold on.
Bad episode of Lucy.
That's how he sounded when they had him on, man.
No.
Wait, you are on my side there, boy. Better get on your side. You know we got at least that. Look, this is the best way to do it.
Wait, that's what I got, man. Let's bust it out. Let's see what Raw Born has put together. What happened to Braxton from the Jamie Foxx show? He became Liestorian, so he's all bad.
Mm-hmm. Over here trolling.
Troll. All I do for a living is troll Dane and read slave narrative.
Fuck.
You know why he mad? Because he didn't make the damn short bus shorty bus. He didn't. Oh, don't worry. Put you on the other side or something.
Trust me, he in it. We just ain't got his picture. Hey, you in it, motherfucker.
All the slaves was white.
Y'all see this?
Look, hey, Word, I used to have this good career.
What?
First one that Michael Hoffman, they was white and they was slaves. And he got a video, actually he got a video of being interviewed. And he would tell you in the 1700s, he said there was no black slaves. All the slaves was white.
All the slaves was white.
Hey, Word, I used to have this good career.
In the National Archive, we're going to look at the Dunmore's Proclamation. Let's look at this.
What the hell they gonna do with there being white slaves, man?
Now, here's the primary of the proclamation. This is the first proclamation issued in the British colonies that deals with emancipation of Negroes who would fight on the British side. They were offered freedom. But let's just read it. The proclamation issued by the governor of Virginia, the Earl of Dunmore, brought many enslaved African Americans to the British.
Time out. Hey, family, look at the premise. And then look what he's reading. Let me show you something wrong. That's why that's why you're on the damn short bus, Rob. Why you on the damn short bus? And you threw a damn tantrum in the damn back of the damn short bus and busted the whole damn the damn back of the window out with your head and shit. Look at this.
So we had no room for his weight set.
Y'all, look at that. This dude that got mad at look at the old one. That he didn't bust his out. You got Garfield, he didn't hopped out, helmet done fell down, monkey mad looking in the rear view, talking about Girlfield get your ass back in.
That's the old one.
That's the old one. That's
old
what
got ready to
said he coming around. He probably have some feathers soon. And, you know what I'm saying, in due time. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Jabari happy to be anywhere with the damn top loop of the weird. Shoo. Watch that video, Jabari. No, don't go watch it.
Hell no.
But yeah, man, Rob Bourne, man, busted the whole back window out, man. Now you got the pink bandana on your head to cover up that scarf. Busted the whole damn back window. Stop.
It's bad.
All right. Let's see. He busted the back window out, and then this is what he did. Throwing a tantrum.
It's going to be very interesting. And he would tell you in the 1700s, he said there was no black slaves. He said all the slaves.
Hold on.
Hey, shout out to the conscious one.
We got man, white, and they were slaves.
Oh yeah.
And he got a video. Actually, he got a video of being interviewed. And he would tell you in the 1700s, he said there was no black slaves. He said all the slaves was white. All the slaves was white.
Hold on. You cannot tell people who have been conditioned to associate themselves with being the only slaves ever on the planet.
He's malfunctioning, man. I'm telling you.
Hey, listen. Can y'all imagine if that was the first time you heard that before? And A1 said it out his mouth. It would just make it seem like it was just so crazy to you. But think about it though. Think hard. When did they have slaves? We've already broke this down. So I'm like, yo, okay, so when did America, after they kicked Britain out, when did they start going to Africa and getting slaves? Why would you have to enslave anybody when all you could do is just start going further west and taking over more territory and enslaving the people that's in the South and in the West? I don't understand why this is a conversation. This is dumb. It's just dumb. Like, it don't even make no sense. And then the way they teach us stuff is just shows us only in a slave category. You know what I'm saying? Only coming from a slave category. Now, yeah, I didn't know they had Hispanic Heritage Month, right? So I think that's coming up. I don't know if it's this month right now or it's coming up in October. And that's interesting that it's in October too. When we get back to that. But I wonder, do they identify themselves as being slaves? Y'all follow me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's talk about it. So, like, do they are they heroes, or did in the one something, beat somebody up, got the girl in the end or something, or did everybody get turned into a can of paint? Like, I need to know. Like, can somebody email me slavery, please? I still haven't got email slavery yet. Y'all haven't gave me slavery yet. Or DM me, inbox me something. Text me slavery, please. Can you please text me the documentation? The fact that it's so dumb makes it dumb. Like, it's the dumbest thing ever. Like, in order to enslave a whole group of people, right? And then for them to to keep teaching it 150 years later, right? And not to have a shred of paper for it is crazy to me, y'all. Everybody that teach this shit, treason.
Pure treason.
Think about it. For you to be the biggest slaves on the planet, right? And you can't produce the documents that made everybody slaves, really? Like, I just think that's crazy. Not saying that people did not get enslaved. Remember, apprenticeship, indentured servitude, employment, taxed. It's slavery. I want to get back to Indians non-taxed, Negroes non-taxed. Indian Negroes is interchangeable, okay? Don't play yourself.
You shouldn't pay tax at all. Yeah.
I mean, we just seen Trump talk about it. Like, yo,
Yeah.
tax. Well, if they could be not taxed, well, then we could be not taxed. Well, what about all the land grants and all other things that you guys got when you came over here, whatever? And then you're talking about not being non-taxed and stuff like that or whatever, all the little tricks, things that you've done to get all the tax. So you don't have to pay taxes. You know what I mean? You've been tricking them a long time, so stop playing. But I just, for him, like, to not see the difference between him and us,
Right.
is interesting to me. Seriously, it really is. Like, for him to say that, well, why are they not taxed? And why is this going on? And why is this going on? Like, come on, bro. So, yeah, I just think it's interesting how we move, these major corporations. They try to say that we can't sue major corporations. Yeah, we can. They have board of directors and all type of shit. Somebody's, names on this paperwork. We suing somebody. If it's Trump, let's use him as an example, he's at the head of the table. We're gonna sue his ass too. Like, it's a part of it. Like, they be acting like, oh no, it's too big. Now, sometimes lawsuits are just chess moves. But we ain't gonna give everything up. Did I get it?
That's right.
Oh, we won? Oh, we weren't expecting that. Throw that in the love chest.
I know they don't. Hey, that has to cause conflict because they need slave narrative and the whole pity.
I mean, I'm still on record saying slavery is fake. I need somebody to debunk me. That's all you gotta do. Like, all that, like, oh, chief, I'm cool too. I want to be cool too. Like, it's on you. Like, what? All you have to do is produce the documents. Like, we got good slaves listening right now, but I bet y'all, hey, look, we'll give you a wrench to put the documents in the chat room. And here's the thing, y'all know what's so crazy? Like, every time they try to debunk something, they always got to pull out a book. Yo, like somebody that wrote about something. Nobody that got the original document, right? Like, when they had documents. It ain't like they didn't have documents. Here are the documents. So Michael Hoffman, who has documents, is saying, well, this is that, or they didn't have black slaves at the time. Wait a minute, what are you talking about? What's going on? I just need to know what do they do with prisoners of war. Or, okay, we're gonna put y'all on a different boat than the ones that we went and captured. Like, come on, y'all.
Uh-oh, we have a challenger. First name Brandon. Hey, you want the link, Brandon? You want to come in and prove that statement you saying whites are not American Indians and neither are black people?
Yeah, that's dumb. When you must don't know what a mestizo is. Before you do, look up mestizo before you come on here. Once again, though, like, that don't make sense. You're a result of white people mixing with the black people that they found when they came here. That's just simple, okay? Okay? Don't be upset. Just understand that. Okay? That's simple. We are the mound builders, civilization givers to the world, brother or sister. So don't be upset. Don't fall for the caste system and then honor the pale man who came here and created your dumb ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to say stuff like that or whatever is just dumb. You know what I mean? It's not even mathematically correct. You believe that you walked across the Bering Strait 15,000 years ago, 13,000, 12,000, whatever thousand years ago. It makes no sense. You didn't exist. It's just simple. I don't have to argue with y'all. So, yeah, I wouldn't come on there with that bullshit right there. Black people. It's a social political construct. You never heard of the medicine wheel, huh? They act like they never, like you haven't done no research on the indigenous people of North America, right? And that's what's so crazy. Like all the artifacts that we just showed the black guys here in North America carve themselves. Well, somebody carved them out of volcanic stone that they quarried. So when you see the pyramids and all these other structures throughout North America, we built it. That's what we're saying. So it just makes no sense to me that you guys be moving, bro. So just be respectful, bro. Don't do that. We're not disrespectful to nobody. We might tell the truth and it might hurt your feelings, but that's all you just be hurt. Your feelings be hurt. We feel like all American tribes should benefit from UNDRIP, ADRIP, casinos, so on and so forth. All projects, all reservations. Nobody should be living in poverty that's from this land. Nobody. That's how I feel. Now that might be a little bit more socialist for you guys, which just about every institution that we have is a socialist institution. So it's kind of hypocritical for people to say that when that's what the whole tax system is about, socialism. You taking from people and giving it, distributing it. That's socialism. You know what I'm saying? And majority of the people that's getting their taxes taken from don't want their taxes taken from them. You know what I'm saying? But then on the flip side of that, you want the services to come from the taxes that you're paying for, like protection, like roads. I could go on and on and on. The EPA, the fucking USDA protected the foods that you're eating. I could go on and on and on and on and on. Okay? So it all works, just whatever we can use to work to make things better. So, so that's what we got going on. Lotus, you there? Test. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yo. Yeah. Yes, we'll be back in a second. Yeah, man, I don't know what's going on, man. I sent the link out. Lotus. I think you might have to send them out if they can't hit the link that I sent out. If Lotus is there. So yeah, man, if y'all can hear me, man, I'm just gonna go ahead and Lotus get back. I mean, yo, bro, like, okay, let's check the scoreboard now, right? Okay, there's a thing called evidence, right, that is backed up by science, right? None of us is sitting on here saying, oh, because we don't agree with your form of testing for DNA, right? Don't mean that we don't agree with science. That doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? That sounds crazy. So I'm sure you don't agree with every scientific theory that's out there. So why would you know what I'm saying, expect us to agree with every theory that you believe in? That just don't make sense. And once again, it just don't hold up the logic or whatever, right? And then when we say, oh, the theory of evolution is not a fact, I mean, that kind of just shuts everything else down. So when you have a DNA test that comes from the theory of evolution, that comes from the theory of Adam and Eve, and then Noah and Ark and all this other dumb shit, that's just where these things come from. So I don't know why people just don't just accept that and stop playing. Just grow up and move. Like there's nothing. Like all your conversation will have to lead back to a book that was written by Champollion or somebody, and I'll just be like, "Yo, this is crazy." Like they're literally trying to find every article, every book that they can find that literally shits on them, on themselves, and on their people. That's what they're trying to find. Like I just like, yo, this is outstanding. Like it's amazing. Like how you how do you do it? Like you go out your way to find illusory. Did they be telling us, well, look, they took y'all land and stuff. Ain't you on this land too? They didn't take your land. And I just get them, man. I just ask them some questions. Are you American? Yeah, okay. Were you here before everybody else? Is that simple? That's kind of a simple. So they can go back and forth and say, no, well, the Native Americans were here before me. And some people have said that. And they'll believe that they'd be mixed with Native Americans and Africans that came after that, right? But I still ask them, yo, well, how long did y'all have boats? These are the same dummies that say that they've been building boats in Africa for 9,000 years. And I'm like, okay, if you've been building boats for 9,000 years, you never sailed nowhere else. You never made it. Because we made it over there. So y'all never made it back over here? See how that works? It's just dumb. It's too dumb. It's too dumb. Who wouldn't want to come to paradise? Like, it makes no sense. Lotus. You. Lotus. Not American Indians that are black people. Oh, this is this guy. Oh, Brandon. Hey, man. Ain't you the guy that sent me the Naya thing? And he's like, look, right here, it says in the article, bro. Like, that's crazy. That you don't, I wouldn't pull out an article or book that I say I agree with 100%. You shouldn't either, bro. Like, it's a part of the social political construct, bro. And just like right now, you're saying the stuff that you're saying, whites are not American Indians, and neither are black people, not according to the Dawes role. Oh, boom, right here, boom, it's written right here on a piece of paper. Remember? Don't you agree with the Charles Dawes and all these other people? Oh no, that don't count. No, that don't count. Oh, what about blood quantum? No, not blood quantum. What do you take, Brandon? That you would that would make? Oh, look! You just look at the people. Oh no! You look like Mexican, Arab. I don't. Guatemalan, El Salvadorian, Brazilian, Jamaican. How about Jamaican? What about Haitian, Dominican? Y'all see how I'm going with this? Like, come on, bro. Like, so what do the original people look like? Tell us. Shouldn't you be able to pull a bone out that goes along with your impression of what the original people of this land look like, dummy? So that's when you be saying stuff, bro. Like, people be saying shit don't make sense. That don't make sense. We are the original people on the planet. So when you find in pre-Columbus anything, it's Negroes that did it. And when we start talking 10,000 BC, I mean, it's never Negroes on the planet. building all over the planet, and they have evidence of man being in America, anatomically correct human beings being doing things in America 130,000 years. Why y'all not addressing that? I just think y'all need to address that. Yo, Lotus. Yo, Lotus. Yo, Lotus. Damn it, yeah. Yeah, man. Yo, Lotus. Yeah, huh.
That's enough. All right, Chief. Wait for Chief to come back in, and we'll play it again. But let's hear what Mr. Rob Warren. What else did he have for us?
Archive. We're going to look at the Delmar's proclamation. Let's look at this. Here's the document, the primary. There it is. Now, here's the primary of the proclamation. This is the first proclamation issued in the British colonies that deals with emancipation of Negroes who would fight on the British side. They were offered freedom. But let's just read it. The proclamation issued by the governor of Virginia, the Earl of Dunmore, brought many enslaved African Americans.
It's crazy because he really thought he had a gotcha moment or something. Hey, I'm still on, bro. I was starting to doze off. All right. So we got to come up with a character for Rob Warren. I don't know, maybe Brother Man from the Fifth Flow or something. All right, Chief, we got it back. We got you back up in here, family.
Yeah, man. Peace to the tribe, man. We definitely appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Yo, man. So yeah, you want to go ahead and shut it on down, Lotus?
Oh yeah, man. We shutting it down early tonight, family. Y'all don't worry. We'll be back tomorrow, man. Going in again. Yeah, I'm gonna start busting some stuff out. Y'all saying that we got Braxton as live historian, and we'll have Brother Man from the Fifth Flow on Martin's show as Rob Warren coming through the window for that sandwich.
Interesting.
All right. Also, we have Tribe Murdoch hop in the building, Von Indigenous. Well, man, good brother, sisters of the feather. Hopefully, y'all heard Lisa.
Big up, Chad. Yeah, we're gonna shut it down tonight.
That's right.
Yeah, man. Big ups to everybody.
We'll have some blast from the past playing soon. Might be able to get one tonight. Been waiting till the morning to play them.
That's right.
Oh man, we got weird trolls in the building. All right, it's good to have y'all, listening. Y'all welcome to come view and learn and see what happened to Rug Burn. Anyway, man, hopefully y'all learned something today that can help. It can help you in your now and future.
Yo, did we ever play the video?
Which one? The
Rug Burn's video.
Oh yeah. Let's bust it. Let's end it with Rob Boris.
To the British side of the American War of Independence. In it, he institutes martial law, orders men of military age to fight for the British, and declares all indentured servants, Negroes, or others free on joining His Majesty's troops. November 7, 1775. No slaves in the 1700s. They were all white. Boy, oh boy. Let's keep moving. Now, In 1779, the British commander-in-chief made the same pledge. Given the chance of escape from slavery, many Africans fled their masters to enlist. Thus, units were formed by the people called the Black Royalists, which was a name given to those who fought on the British side, included Dunmore's Ethiopian Regiment and Black Mounted Cavalry, established in Virginia in 1782. Very interesting. Blacks who were slaves fighting for their freedom as promised by the British. But there was no black slaves in the 1700s. We're going to keep moving. Dumb original. Dumb. Just dumb.
All right. We are back on our site, Library of Congress, dealing with the claim that there were no black slaves in the 1700s. They were all white. Here we go. Stonewall Rebellion. The Stonewall Rebellion happened or occurred on Sunday, December 9th, 1739. 20 Black Carolinas met near the Stonewall River, approximately 20 miles southwest of Charleston. At Stonewall Bridge, they took guns and powder from Hutchinson's door and killed the 2 storekeepers they found. The rebels raised a standard and headed south towards St. Augustine. Along the road, they got black recruits, burn houses, and kill white opponents, bury one innkeeper who was trying to free slaves. Thus commenced the Stonewall Rebellion, the largest slave uprising in the British mainland colonies prior to the American Revolution. Now, if we scroll down and press insurrections, you will have another document to be grabbed. It's called an account of some of the principal slave insurrections and others which have occurred or been attempted in the United States and elsewhere during the last 2 centuries with various remarks. Here, the Library of Congress. Here's how you get the document. See, download, PDF, go. Boom! Right there. That's simple right there. Dumb original.
1700s, he said it was no black slaves. He said all the slaves was white.
All the slaves was white.
All the Wood. Hey, Wood, I used to have this little Caribbean.
Look, you know, when guess where the so-called blacks was at in the 1700s? The so-called blacks was in the government.
That's weird. Oh, man.
Hold on, wait a minute, hold on. That was before the Republic. That was before the Republicans was established. Man, I told you they were called the Democrat Republicans first. But what were they called before that? Whigs. The Whigs and the Federalists.
Dane Calloway has said that where the blacks was in the 1700s, they were working in government because there was no black slaves. He said they was a part of the Democratic Republican Party. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Encyclopedia Britannica. Let's look at this. And before he says it was called the Democratic Republican Party, you heard Mr. Calloway state that it was called the Whig Party. Very interesting. Democratic Republican Party. Originally, 1792 to 1798, the Republican Party. So the Democratic Republican Party originally was the Republican Party, first opposition political party in the United States, organized in 1792 as the Republican Party. Its members held power nationally between 1801 and 1825. It was the direct anti-ascendant of the present Democratic Party. And as we scroll down, these are the related people. I'm trying to figure out, it says this, during the 2 administrations of President George Washington, many former anti-federalists who have resisted the adoption of the new federal constitution began to unite in opposition to the fiscal program of Alexander Hamilton. Where are these, you don't want to call them Africans, but where are these people at in the government? I'm trying to figure this out. Where'd you get this information from, Dane? Get your information up, Dane. Damn. Dumb aboriginal shit.
All right.
We're back again here. Mr. Dane Calloway, Calloway, called him Calloway. So Mr. Dane Calloway, you heard him say the Whig Party was before the Democratic Republican Party. And we're back on the Britannica, Encyclopedia Britannica, Whig Party, historical American political party. Whig Party, in the U.S. history, major political party active in the period from 1834 to 1854 that espoused a program of national development or founded on the rising tide of sectional antagonism. The Whig Party was formally organized in 1834. What? The Whig Party was formally organized in 1834. What? The Whig Party was formally organized in 1834, bringing together a loose coalition of groups united in the opposition to what party members viewed as the executive tyranny of King Andrew Jackson. They borrowed the name Whig from the British Party opposed to royal prerogatives. The Whig Party also dealt with some anti-slavery as it goes a little longer. Then another party or faction broke off, but I'm not here to talk about that. I'm just here to provide the simple, short trick to the fact that these people are dumb originals. Just dumb. God damn.
So that's what you put out, Rob Boy. We're just dumb, huh? Huh? Okay. Yeah, that was Rob Bourne, the guy that busted the back window out on the show bus, family. All right, y'all, man. Peace and Aboriginal power to the family. Indigenous inhabitants has been here since forever and ever. Not coming in slavery or any of that nonsense that Rob Bourne be talking about. Man, peace, family.
Yeah, I'm terrible.
All right, Chief, we'll leave a closing statement for Rob Bourne on that.
Well, I don't know, bro. I didn't. It's always interesting how they read stuff, right? And we've already broke that stuff down. How people can put their interpretation on certain things, like slave revolt, right? But these so-called slaves are being paid, and so people would have an issue with pay, conditions of their employment and stuff like that. So people would have an issue with that, right? But when it's people of color doing it, they're having a slave revolt. So I'm just interested in how they always framing it and then seeing it from the eyes of these people, bro. I just think that's crazy. And then always going to the Encyclopedia Britannica and source or whatever. It's like, boom, there it is. I got y'all. Like, yeah, crazy. I think it's really interesting. For real. I don't get it. Where's
Oh, my bad. Go ahead, man.
I was asking where's the source of it. What is that?
Oh, yeah. All right, we're going to go ahead and shut it down, man. The short bus is coming to a stop. All right, brothers and sisters of the feather. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
That's right. Peace and love. Have a great night.
Peace. Damn, man.